Cavaliers. Then it's home for Philly. Then it's back out on the road for New Orleans, Luka and the Mavs, and the Utah Jazz. All games can be seen right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. 22 points and 10 boards for Russ in the loss. He's speaking with Mike in the media.
Hey, Russ, first on the game, it seemed like you guys were able to take some of what you were doing last night in Toronto and carry that through the first three quarters. What did you see fall a little short there in the fourth quarter, or the end of the third and the fourth quarter?
Just executing down the stretch. Hurt us, I think, in this game.
And if you can separate for a second just about LeBron's scoring record, you're approaching the top 30 in all-time points. LeBron, of course, passes Malone for number 2. What did you make of how we did it tonight and then just that accomplishment overall?
Yeah, to be able to play the game at a high level for so many years and to be able to just embrace everything that has came his way along his journey, it's an amazing feature just to witness overall and to see him constantly keep climbing up the ladder. And that's, pretty crazy to see that he's able to kind of have that many points over so many years. So it's a great accomplishment.
Russ, Frank was highlighting the many positives to take from this game with the way you guys played and defended, especially in the first quarter, and with the overall goal of peaking at the right time or being at your best after game 82. Is that the prevailing takeaway from this game, or is there more of a frustration with the fact that it looked like you guys were having some momentum, obviously, kind of where you guys were through three quarters tonight?
You can take it however you kind of want to as individually, but there are some things in the game you can take from it. I just think overall, defensively in the fourth, we weren't as good as we were last night, tonight. So.
Russ, I know you were only here for one season, but you had a historic year last year here. They played a video for you. I was wondering what your return was like and what you thought of the video.
I'm very appreciative of just overall organization, the fans. They welcomed me and my family with open arms since day one when I got here. And, a lot of people last year even counted us out as a team, and a lot of guys are still here, people on the coaching staff as well. So it was good to see a lot of those guys and, happy to be a part of an organization that, believed in things I'm able to do, and I was happy to be a part of it. So,
Russ, speaking of Washington, Frank was talking before the game about, just how you came on last season and really pulled them in the playoffs down the stretch, and said, that they believe that that's going to happen this year. You've obviously had, a couple great games in the last week or two. How will you know that that's happening, or are you do you in the moment, do you kind of feel when things are kind of clicking for you with this team?
I just try to play and see what the best way to be able to benefit our group each night. It can be a combination of different things I'm able to do on the floor, so I try to be able to do that when I can.
Russ, you've maintained that you think this team can be really dangerous at its best. I guess, are you seeing these stretches for long enough periods, or is that belief built on what this team is going to look like once AD's back, maybe if Kendrick's able to play, or are you closer to that reality than maybe people realize?
I stand on what I say always, regardless of who's on the floor. I know we have a chance because of the.
Like best about Russ, he thinks he's a big, and there was one rebound where he went over Porzingis.
I love that too.
To get that rebound, and it was a great possession. That's the thing we love about Russ, is those hustle plays like that, because he does things that no little in this game has done, getting rebounds over bigs, dunking on bigs, but the energy has to be there, not just for him, for the whole team, and playing smart. They just didn't play smart tonight.
You know what I love about Russ? The fact that I think we've learned that Russ is not for everyone, and Russ doesn't care. And these last two performances, especially with all the noise that has happened recently with Russ, he's gone out and balled. And he's played and he's controlled the game from a variety of ways, which is what we know he can do. But he's done it with everything else in the rearview mirror. As he mentioned last night, he's leaned on his faith. He's leaned and trusted in what got him to this point. And though they that close to winning back-to-back games. He was a big reason they were in the game tonight. He's a big reason why, of course, we know they won the game last night.
He also had that great quote, one of the great quotes of the year last night, when he said, "I've scored 23,000 points. That's how."
Yeah, people were like shocked that he had a triple-double. How'd that happen? It's been 2.5 months. He's been saying really since the first month of the season, I'm a late bloomer. I'm a late closer. That's what happened last year with Washington, the year before that with Houston. Now he's waiting awful late. There's barely 10 games left in the season, but maybe this is the Russ that he's been hinting at for several months now, because he's starting to close with a flurry here.
More to come on Access. Wizards complete the comeback win over the Lakers, 127-119, the final score. We'll have